What is going on, everyone? Platinum Bees coming at you with yet another video. Today we're going to be covering a little bit of an interesting topic, and that is why are stacking YouTube channels never really that big? So with all that being said, let's get into it. Okay guys, so interesting topic to discuss today, and that is none other than why are YouTube stacking channels, specifically referencing precious metal stacking channels on YouTube, never really that big. So, first and foremost, the main reason is the demand is just not there. You are much better off making a YouTube channel talking about video games or sports or cars or something that people, mainly consumer stuff, right? A lot of people are more concerned about things that they probably shouldn't be concerned about than they are their own financial security and stability. As unfortunate as it is, that's exactly how it is. More and more kids these days are just more interested in learning about new Fortnite dances than they are about how they can secure themselves for their future wealth. It's the exact thing we saw in 2020, where so many people were hurting for a little bit there, and the reason is no one had any savings in their bank account, right? And I never really think saving just cold hard cash in a large amount is really wise, but they didn't have any investments they could cash out on, or if they did, their investments were worth significantly less than what they were pre-2020. So, people have always been more concerned about consumer products and things of that nature than they have about securing their wealth. And precious metals is a great way to do that. But no one really is concerned about that. The stereotypical precious metal stacker in people outside of the community's minds is just an old guy or an old gal who just likes holding on to gold and silver because they like securing their wealth in that manner. And they've never trusted banks, and they're just a baby boomer, and all that kind of stuff. It's not true, really. I myself am a millennial, so I think very differently than my peers. And in fact, I have been laughed at when my peers did find out about my precious metal journey. They're like, oh, he collects coins and stuff. And it is what it is at the end of the day, but nevertheless, stacking channels are not big because not enough people are concerned about their financial wealth, or they just simply just like doing their things on their own, and they're not all about being a part of an online community. It's interesting because that's where the disconnect really comes in. Young people are more likely to join an online forum or group chat or whatever revolving around a topic that they are interested in. The older generation, and when I say older, I mean most likely baby boomers and up, a lot of them are not very tech savvy, and so they're not very involved in technology, and so they don't get on platforms and things like that where they can communicate with other people and share their ideas with others. So you really just have to go out into your own little local community and find an older lady or man and ask them what they think and how they invest and how they save money and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely interesting, but that is definitely why the stacking community is not that large on YouTube, considering other communities and comparing and contrasting it. Now, I'm not making this video to say that I wish my channel were so much bigger. I'm happy with where it is, and at the end of the day, it's definitely much more so a hobby than it is a full-time lifestyle type of thing. I do not base my life around my YouTube channel like some of the more popular creators on YouTube do. But it is an interesting point to make, is that stacking channels are not that big. But if you ask me, and in my own personal opinion, I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign that we're kind of in the right place. Because many times throughout history, the people that end out on top during a kind of crazy time in history are the people that were doing something that no one else was doing, and while they were doing it and everyone called them crazy, they came out on top in the end. You can compare it kind of to preppers, right? I don't consider myself a really strong and really hardcore prepper. I don't have a bunker filled with food and clothes and supplies ready to go whenever Armageddon happens. I don't have anything like that. That's just not my cup of tea, and that's just not what I do. I don't hate anyone that does that, but if the time ever comes where Armageddon does occur, those people are going to be alive, and I'm going to die. As sad as that sounds, that just is what it is. There's no way I'm going to make it, right? I'm not prepared. I don't feel that that's going to happen, and so that's why I take that approach, but I could end up being proven wrong. So, with that being said, precious metals, I think, will increase over time, will continue to hold their value, stronger than any other asset in the market currently. They don't make you as much money as some other investments, but they also have much less likely of a potential to lose you money as most other investments, I would say. I feel pretty confident in saying that, and so that's what I think and that's what I said. But nevertheless, stacking YouTube channels are not that big, but that's not really a piece to be concerned about. In fact, I think it is something to kind of help us understand that we are in the right place. And so I wanted to make this video kind of just discussing that, because to new stackers, and perhaps to people that have been stacking for a little while now, it can be kind of discouraging to see how few people actually stack. And if you take the metric of the YouTube community or something like the Silver Forum or Reddit forums or Facebook pages, and you see how few members there are in those niche groups, and then you go over to like a crypto page and you see how many people there are in those, or a stock investment page and you see how many people are in those, it kind of makes you think, am I really in the right place? And to be honest, I think we all are. Now, I never suggest just putting all your eggs in one basket, and it's perfectly fine to go over to those investment forums and crypto forums and stuff, because those are a means of making money, where this is a means of preserving money. People want to make a lot of money in the world, but not a lot of people really want to preserve their money. And I think it's important that we do that. And I think stacking precious metals is a great way to do that, if not the best way to do that, to preserve your wealth and just watch it grow a little bit, but over the long haul. And it is a way of prepping. A lot of preppers stack gold and silver because they see it as a way of prepping. So maybe I would be a little bit better off than the majority if Armageddon were ever to occur. Now, I know a lot of people don't think that precious metals will have any value during Armageddon, but it doesn't have to go quite to Armageddon. It could just go to a Great Depression type era. And if I make it out alive of the Great Depression, I will have a nice healthy stack to cash in on, and I won't have to build back from the bottom up. So yeah, guys, I just thought this was an interesting topic to cover on my channel, why stacking channels are not that large. At the end of the day, it is what it is. People are going to do what they want to do. I enjoy stacking, and I know a lot of my viewers do as well. So I appreciate all of you for stopping by and checking out the video today. Be sure to hit the like button down below. It really helps out the channel a whole lot, guys. I really appreciate it every time I see the likes go up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Stay up to date future updates on my channel. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know your thoughts and opinions. Why are stacker channels not that big? I'd love to hear what your thought is on that topic. And with all that being said, until next time, we will see you.